Could the anarchistic undercurrents of our society be the driving force behind the provenance and rise of blockchain technology? Welcome, you inquisitive folks, to a journey into the intersection of two seemingly disparate concepts, anarchy and blockchain. Anarchy, a term often misunderstood and associated with chaos, actually refers to a society without a governing body. On the other hand, blockchain, a buzzword in today's digital era, is a revolutionary technology that powers cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, development architectures like Ethereum, and whatever the crazy hype was of mistaking a bunch of deadbeat chimps as art. But what could possibly connect these two concepts? In this exploration, we delve into the philosophical roots of both anarchy and blockchain. We'll try to understand how the fundamental ideal of anarchy might have given rise to the development of blockchain technology. Furthermore, we'll discuss how blockchain embodies some of the key principles of anarchy, such as decentralization and autonomy. So strap in as we unravel the intriguing connection between anarchy and blockchain. Anarchy, from its Greek roots, translates to without ruler or without authority. This doesn't suggest a world without rules, but rather a world without rulers, a society where individuals are not subject to the will of a centralized authority. It's about promoting voluntary interactions and cooperation among individuals based on mutual respect and equality. Historically, the idea of anarchy has been linked with philosophers like
Pierre-Joseph Proudhon,
who championed the concept of mutualism, a socio-economic theory advocating for voluntary exchange of goods and services without the interference of a central authority. Often, anarchy is mistakenly equated with lawlessness and violence. Yet, the core principles of anarchy are anything but. They stand for peace, freedom, and equality. Anarchy is about the rejection of forced authority and the firm belief in the capability of human beings to self-govern. It's about the power of community, about collective decision-making, and direct democracy. However, the concept of anarchy has been misunderstood and maligned throughout history. The popular image of a masked rioter throwing a Molotov cocktail is a far cry from the principles of anarchy. Anarchy is not about destruction, but about creation, the creation of a society that operates on the principles of mutual aid, voluntary cooperation, and individual freedom. It challenges the notion that centralized authority is necessary for societal order. It questions the need for a single entity to dictate the rules and instead champions the idea that individuals are capable of creating a harmonious society through voluntary interactions and mutual respect. So, when we peel back the layers of misconception and misrepresentation, we find that anarchy is not the terrifying specter of chaos it's often made out to be. It's a philosophy that advocates for the freedom of the individual and the power of community. Anarchy, then, is not about chaos, but about self-governance and the absence of central authority. Stepping into the world of cryptography and decentralized networks, we encounter the game changer, blockchain. But what exactly is a blockchain? Picture a digital ledger, a type of database that's distributed across a network of computers. Each participant or a node holds a copy of this ledger, creating an environment where everyone has access to the same information. Blockchain operates on the principle of blocks and chains. A block is a collection of digital information or transactions, and the chain is a public database where these blocks of information are stored. When a block is filled with information, it is added to the chain, forming a blockchain. One of the key features of blockchain is decentralization. Unlike traditional systems where a single entity has control, in a decentralized network, authority is distributed among participants. Each node in the network has a say in the validation of transactions, reducing the risk of a single point of failure and making it extremely difficult for any single entity to take control. Immutability is another crucial aspect. Once a transaction has been recorded and verified by the network, it becomes a permanent part of the blockchain. It cannot be altered or deleted, providing a transparent and tamper-proof record of all transactions. Transparency is the third pillar of blockchain. All transaction data is open for anyone in the network to see. This visibility fosters trust among participants and eliminates the need for third-party intermediaries. So, how does blockchain work in practice? When a transaction is made, it is grouped with other transactions into a block. The block is then broadcasted to the network, where it is validated by other nodes through a process known as consensus. Once consensus is reached, the block is added to the chain and the transaction is complete. In essence, blockchain is a self-auditing ecosystem of digital value. It's a system where transparency, security, and decentralization are intertwined, challenging traditional notions of authority and trust. So blockchain is not just a technology, it's a revolution, a shift in paradigm in how we perceive trust and authority. Now, with a functional understanding of anarchy and blockchain, one begins to see a pattern, a common thread binding the two. The connection might seem a bit abstract at first, but it's there, intricately woven into the fabric of both concepts. Picture an anarchistic society. It's not about chaos or disorder. Rather, it's a society that functions without a central governing body, where individual freedom is paramount. Now, let's bring blockchain into the frame. A blockchain is a decentralized system where every participant has equal authority, and every transaction is transparent and verifiable. Notice the similarities? The very birth of blockchain technology was steeped in an anarchistic mindset. Satoshi Nakamoto, the anonymous founder of Bitcoin, the first blockchain, was driven by a desire to create a monetary system free from government control. His vision was of a peer-to-peer network where trust is established not by institutions but by mathematical algorithms and the collective agreement of its users. The principles of anarchy are deeply embedded in the design and function of blockchain. There is no central authority in a blockchain network. Instead, it operates based on consensus. Every transaction is transparent, and every participant in the network has the power to verify the transactions. This level of transparency and decentralization is akin to an anarchistic society, where power is distributed among individuals and not concentrated in a central body. This type of method of reaching a common understanding without the need of a third party is also called trustless consensus, which is exactly what blockchain delivers. So, when executed right, blockchain is not just a technological revolution, it's a socio-political movement. It's about challenging the status quo and redefining the concepts of authority and trust. It's about creating a system where power is decentralized, transparency is the norm, and every participant is equally important. And hence, when we talk about blockchain, we're not just talking about a new type of database or a new way of transferring money. We are talking about a shift in societal structures, a move towards a more decentralized and egalitarian world. Blockchain, in essence, is the embodiment of anarchistic ideals, a system that operates without any central authority. So, will blockchain technology steer us towards a more anarchistic society? Or will it merely serve as an instrument in our ongoing pursuit of self-governance? Let me know your views in the comment section below. And as we continue to grapple with these questions and push the boundaries of technology and society, one thing remains certain. The spirit of anarchy lives on in the workings of blockchain. If you like this video, consider subscribing to the channel, and if not, I thank you for your time. And I'll see you folks in the next video. Bye-bye.